Hello, today I'm going to show you how we can add a different attack for an enemy and how simple it can be for our game. So for today, we're going to add an attack for the Sword Goblin, and all this attack will do is it will just remove 15 damage for the sexual bar for the girl and change her art for the shackled one. So it will be quite a simple attack, and I'll show you now how it goes. So all this attack will do is choose a random girl and remove 15 from her sexual resistance bar and change her art for the shackled one. And that's all. Let's see how it will happen. And just like that. The first thing we can do is go to the list of all the different attacks that an enemy can have. So this is my enum for the attacks, and I can add here a new attack and I'll call it test attack. We have two checks that we need to do before the enemy attacks. The first one is for this method here called get attacks from position. It will check if an attack that an enemy can do can be done depending of the attack. So if there is an enemy that is required to appear in the battlefield or anything like that, it gets a check, it can go to the next stage. So since this attack will be quite simple, there will be no requirements. So I can just go to the ending of the method of the switch and just see if the attack is the test attack. I go to my list of all possible attacks. I'm just copy this, and I can add this attack to the list. So I can just put it here and break the switch. So if the attack has been added to the list of attacks, we can just go forward and go to the attack itself. So this is my second method. It's an enumerator, so it can just stop the game for a while to do something like an animation or an attack, and then just continue. And if the attack has been added to the list of attacks, it will choose randomly between them because the enemy can have more than one attack for a zone. So we can just go at the end here and see if the attack is this test attack. We can do the attack in here. So how are we going to do it? The attack consists just of a damage to the girl sexual resist bar and a new art to appear. So if the attack can be done, the first thing we do is choose a target for the attack. Since this attack does not target a specific girl, we can choose one at random, and for that each girl has a script called girl script, and I'll call it test girl chosen. And I have a method for choosing a random girl that is available to be targeted for the attack. It's called choose girl to attack. And this will go through the girls and see if they meet the criteria to being targeted. So if she's not captured, or she's not having sex with an enemy or anything like that, she can be chosen for a generic attack. If it's more specific, I'll have to write the more specific conditions. But since this test is just generic, I'll choose this method as well. And for that, we'll halt the game for a while. So I'll just call this yield return, and we'll start a coroutine for the attack of the girl. So I have a coroutine that is called getting attacked. So this girl here, inside of the script has it has an coroutine, and it is getting attacked, and this needs some parameters. So the first one is the amount of damage. So let's put 15 damage, and since this will remove for the girl, we have other attacks in a way that can add life to the girl. So minus 15. The enemy that will be attacking, because that can change the reaction for the girl, like which art will show. So the one who is attacking is the attacker, and the type of attack in this case will be the attack of the test, the attack type. It will be the test attack. Okay, from this part of the attack, it is complete. So now we will go inside this getting attack method. So in here, inside the girl script, we can decide what the attack will do to the girl. So if I scroll a bit here, so if a girl has no dodge tokens, the attack will go on. If she has a dodge token, the attack will be missed. If she's naked, the amount of damage that you will receive is higher than if she has an armor. So in here we have all the different requirements. So if an attack does more or less damage, for the good damage, for example, everything that will happen is here. So what this attack will do is, we'll see if this attack is the new one, which is the test attack, we will just remove her sexual resistance. So we will do the amount that was chosen, which is 15 for damage, and the enemy who has attacked is the one in here, which is the who attacks enemy. So just copy this, and just like that, when the attack happens, the girl will take the damage in her sex resistance bar. And for the animation, it goes inside at the end of this cycle, which is the change girl art, and we'll go there right now. So we are now inside the manage girl states script, which manages all the different kind of animation that girl can have. So if there is an animation for when she's hovering, when the cursor is hovering over the girl, or for a sexual attack, anything that changes the girl art is managed inside of this script. So all we need to do is, so it checks if the girl is a mushroom, which will go in the next update, if she has a webbed count, which has not much information out there right now. But all we need to do now is just go to the ending, because the girl does not have any other requirements to have been met. So we just go to the ending, and in here we have the art of the girl, and the sprite will be changing based on this method, which is the get attack. So this is the method, and it will go through each of the attacks that can change the girl art. So inside this get attack method, we can just put here our new attack, and for the return, which will be a sprite to be changed, we have a list here of all of the girl sprites that have a condition to be changed. So for the clothed one, this is the default clothed one, the naked, the bandage, and for each one we have a list here. So for example, let's put this shackled clothed, which is the 16. So all we have to do is return the specific sprite for this girl, which is the get states sprites, and we choose the 16 one, and we don't need this one here. So if we did everything correctly, it should be working. Let's see. So for this one, we'll choose the normal swordman enemy, the sword goblin, and in here let's add the middle attack for him and the middle roll. So we just put this one in the list and the test attack, and every time there is a sword enemy in the middle, he should do this attack. So let's find one of them right now. So right now we have a sword goblin here. So just make sure I put him one space behind, and right now he should do nothing and go to the blue zone, and then in the blue zone go do the right attack. Let's see. And now he should do, and this is the wrong attack. Let me find out why. Okay, I found the reason why, and of course it was a small mistake. In this list of attacks, it should be adding the test attack and not the tentacle whips. So now everything should be correct. Let's find out when he is in position. Okay, now we have the same situation again. He should do nothing, and now he should do the right attack. And here you go. He did the 15 damage for the sexual resistance bar, showed the shackle attack, and moved on. So let's just remove all the other guys, and let's see he does this again. And there you go. So this is how we can add a new attack to the game. So of course, if we have different requirements, so we want the enemy to toss another enemy to the girl or any different type of attack, we have to code it accordingly. But since this was a simple one, I just wanted to show how simple it can be, and I hope it was informative. Thank you very much for watching.